Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly setups. So this week we have quite a number of pairs. We have GBPCHF, AUDJPY, and a bunch of all these other pairs here. So let's analyze and see what we have for this week. So first off, we have GBPCHF. The daily time frame is bearish. As you can see right here, we have this massive bearish move. And here was technically bullish coming all the way up here, right? As you can see, we now close. Here's now the highest high, here's now the higher low, right? As soon as we close below, it means we are bearish. So what we'll be looking for is a retracement to sell. That's what the daily is telling us. So we need at least 2 time frame in sync, right? As you can also see, the weekly is also bearish. Clearly, this is the high and this is the lowest low. So we had a retracement at least to around here. We even have a weekly engulfing candle that engulfed about 4 weeks, basically 1 month of price action in this past week. So that's a very strong engulfing candle. Let's see what the forward is doing. As you can see, let's see here, the forward is also bearish. Forward is also bearish. As you can see right here, we have this lower lows and lower highs. We're expecting to sell again as price gets to this area of interest. Alright, so as you can see, the area of interest is a very strong one. We look at the daily, it's a daily area of interest. As soon as we came here, we rejected down. As we came above, we are rejecting up. So now that we are below, we're expecting that rejection to continue to the downside. So how the entry time frame is going to be looking, as you can see, we are technically supposed to be in on this trade right here after this engulfing, because this is the break, this is the retest. After this engulfing or disengulfing, we should have been in. But since it's already the end of the week, cannot enter on Sunday night, so we have to still wait for price to do something. So if price does this and continue going to the area of interest, I'll be more interested in selling from here than here. But if price doesn't do that and you have a break and retest under here, I'll still be interested in selling this market. That is the first pair for the week. We have that's that for GBPCHF. Second pair for the week, we have AUDJPY. Again, we are looking to buy this market, but let me just show you what we are looking at here. So we have this strong area of interest. Whenever we are above, we are rejecting up like this. Whenever we are below, we are rejecting down. And we have multiple touches. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 rejection from this area of interest. So last week we were looking to buy this market. It didn't give us any entry, right? So we are looking to see whether we can still catch that buys. So we have this break and the retest. At the retest, we had this liquidation grab right here, and price still close around the area of interest, right? So price is still bullish on the daily time frame, and the weekly time frame is still bearish. So we need a 4 hour to be bullish for us to be interested. So 4 hour is actually bearish right now, but that's why we are looking for this break and retest, because if price breaks above here, 4 hour will become bullish for us to be interested in taking this trade. So we'll have 2 time frame in sync. As you can see, the EMA is coming under right here, and it's going to hold price as support after the retest, right? So on the entry time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame or 30 minutes, we are simply going to wait for a break and retest and engulfing around here to take the buy, and then we put in our stop loss below the area of interest and target 1:2 or more, right? That's that for AUDJPY. Next pair we have right here is AUDCAD. Again, as usual, this trade, like I said in previous videos, the final take profit target is all the way down here. So we need to still be finding entries until price gets to that area. So as you can tell already, the daily time frame is bearish. We had this bullish momentum and it shifted bearish here. So now that we have this break, we are hoping for a retest. Now let me explain something about this pair just a little bit. By the way, we already have 2 time frame in sync. You can see the weekly is also bearish and 4 hour also bearish. So we even have 3 time frame in sync. So let me explain something here. If you look at the daily time frame, you can see this is also a valid area of interest. You had 1 tap here, 2 and 3. But I'm more interested in this area of interest right here because it has multiple tabs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5 around here. So I'm more interested in selling this area of interest, but if you have a break and retest under this one, I'll still be interested, but I'm more interested in selling this from this area of interest, mostly because the EME is still above. If price gets to here, it's going to hold it as support, as resistance. We have round psychological level at that area, and even if you use the Fibonacci, right, which is not really part of the strategy, but just to give you a perspective, you can see that the golden area is around that our area to take the sell to the downside. So I'll be more confident taking this sell from down here. So if we get that retest all the way up here, that'll be much more better for us to take the trade down here. But that doesn't mean that if price breaks and retest under this area, we can't still take the trade, right? So if you are looking to take the trade from this minor area of interest right here, we're just simply going to wait for a retest to sell to the downside. Next pair for the week, NZDCAD. Again, that lazy pair, right? That's basically been consolidating all the way here for the past, let's see, consolidating for the past 55 days now, 57 days now. So we are seeing that price is having that break. We might finally get that break and retest this week. So let me show you something so you don't lose sight of it, because if you look clearly, this right here is where current market price is. You can see 0.81711. So price came here previously. If you look here, you see that price rejected off here, right? Price came around here previously again, as you can see. Price rejected off here. So you still need to be careful, because you can't just expect that that break is legit, right? So I'm still looking for a cleaner break. Still looking for a cleaner break and a retest to this area to sell the market, right? So that's how NZDCAD is going to be. Next pair for the week, we have CADJPY. Again, daily time frame, we have this strong area of interest right here. So if you look clearly, we have clear rejection from here. Price was above here, rejected. Price is below, rejected down. Price is below, rejected down. So we are waiting for a break and retest above so that we can take this market to the upside. EMA is under, supposed to hold it as support, and weekly time frame is bullish. Weekly time frame is bullish, as you can see. Price was coming down, came up, came down again, creating a new lower low. Now that we have closed above this lower high, we are it means that price has shifted structure to the upside, right? The 4-hour time frame, on the other hand, same thing, break and retest for us to buy these markets this week. Next pair for the week, AUDCHF. Now this pair is basically ready. Let's start from the weekly. Weekly time frame, as you can see, is bearish. Price created this low, retracement to the upside. Didn't really retrace all the way up here, but it's okay. And stall here for quite maybe 1 month, and we have this engulfing weekly engulfing candlestick here. Daily time frame, we have some form of head and shoulder pattern here. As you can see, we have the left head, right shoulder. We have under area of interest now. We are hoping for the sell to continue since the sell have already started, right? 4-hour time frame, look at the 4-hour time frame. You can see there's a break and retest and engulfing on the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 1-hour time frame, same thing. We have that break, retest. We are supposed to look for engulfings like here to enter. So we are technically supposed to be in this trade, right? So, but I'm not going to enter on Sunday nights. Remember, Sunday nights, it needs to create that weekly week. If you enter on Sunday night, you're likely to hit stop loss because the price is still readjusting to the market. It's going to open with full momentum, so you don't need to be involved in that market during that time. So if you have maybe a retest or price come here and have a shift of structure for us to enter, I'll be interested in selling these markets. Alright, so other pairs. These are other pairs that is not really in the top pairs. These are the top pairs from AUDCHF all the way to GBPCHF. But these other three pairs, I'm still likely is still something that is likely to happen this week. But let me show you what I'm looking at, right? So if you look at this area of interest right here, price is actually bullish. So this trade is going to be a counter trend trade. If you look at this, we have a rejection from this area, a rejection down from this area. Price is at it now. I even created a daily doji. So it's possible that price will reject all the way to this downside so that we can take the trade. If you look here, we have this inverse head and shoulders. This is the break, this is the retest. So we are expecting that retest to buy this market. So, but just keep in mind, this is the counter trend trade. Me personally, I'm not going to be taking that trade, but I'm sure that Alex might be interested in taking that trade too as well. So that is that for Euro GBP. You might be expecting a retest to buy this market from here again. I think that is the same thing with AUD, Euro AUD. Price is at resistance again, so we might expect that retracement to continue buying. And the last pair, we have Euro NZD, strong area of interest, price is below, rejecting down. Now that we are above, we're expecting that reaction to the upside. Weekly time frame is bullish. This is the low, this is the high. Price, this like the break and retest. Price stall here, and now we have that weekly engulfing candlestick. 4-hour time frame, we have this minor break and retest and a bullish engulfing on the 4-hour time frame. So on the entry time frames, we are technically supposed to wait for a break and retest, right? So this is technically the break and the retest. This is the engulfing, so we are technically supposed to be in on this trade too as well. So that's pretty much the pairs for this week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Remember, it's very free. Weekly setups every Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one.